Hello, Cancer, Sun and Rising. Thank you for tuning in and welcome back. So, this message is for your next 6 months, beginning today, really, the last 6 months, the rest of 2025. What is your theme? What is the focus in terms of energy within yourself, and perhaps the way that you connect and relate to the world outside of you for the next 6 months, as well as your greatest opportunity, okay, through embracing, honoring, embodying this theme. The purpose of this message, Cancer, is quite simply to support you in honoring, allowing yourself to honor aligning with your highest timeline in the most easeful path possible, in the most easeful way possible. And the way in which I have decided to deliver, to share this message to you today is, yes, through messages that I have channeled already and written down here some weeks ago for the next 6 months for you, as well as the tarot, the oracle, and allowing myself to be this channel, this vessel for more insight to land here in the material and to share that with you, to root into as I explain and express this opportunity, this message to you today, okay? So Cancer, I already filmed your reading, your message, a few days ago. And it was, if I may say so myself, quite potent, packed with beautiful, beautiful insights, revelations I'm hearing to share with you, to support you in aligning with your highest timeline over these next 6 months and forward. And the message, the recording didn't keep. And it was about, I think, 39 minutes long. And I had to take a break. I had to pause and say, I'm not going to just go into recording this again just yet. I need to sit with and let it marinate, what is this? What's happening here? And this morning, as I was nourishing my body, taking care of myself, my temple, getting ready to sit here and share this message with you, I heard that there was a Cancer sun or rising that didn't want to hear the message, that is holding onto this old timeline. And it's very interesting because when I recorded that last video, I talked about that a lot. That is a part of what I had channeled here, and it came through much stronger when I was sitting in your energy, Cancer, recording that first video, that this old timeline is held onto, and that it is strongly linked to your emotions. And we're in Cancer season. Right now, the sun is in Cancer, and I think this is, along with Jupiter, the sun is conjuncting Jupiter in Cancer. And along with this, Jupiter transit for the next year in your sign, you're going to feel it quite strongly of what is required of you in terms of letting go, that actually you have a choice to focus, to zoom in on the old timeline that it's over, it's complete, it's come to a close. You know, there's much to just be gathered actually from the wisdom of your experiences, especially in relationships. And you know that it has come to its end. There's nothing left for you to dig up. There is only the gathering and of the information that's already come up to the surface and the integration of it over these next 6 months and forward. Okay. So I'm going to keep it brief reading what I channeled here. And I'm really going to allow my vessel to, just as I did right now, you know, continue to, the words are just going to flow out. The words are just going to flow out is what I'm getting here. So I'm going to allow that. And I'm hearing very strongly that the tarot and the oracle are going to support this, okay, for you today in this message. So Cancer, I channeled for you. The first thing I heard was about looking into your human design. This seemed to be a key, a source, tool for you, resource and tool for you to remember what not to do, is what I heard. So I heard not self-theme, human design. So we all have in human design a not self-theme, which means this is what happens, this is how we feel, this is what we end up doing, and how we know that we're out of alignment actually with our purest essence, with our authentic self. When we do that not self-theme. And for you, Cancer, I'm strongly getting that this is especially the case when it has come to, because it's the old timeline, okay, your relationships, particularly partners and love, okay? And I'm hearing that this is a reflection of your self, of how you are with yourself. Of course, as always, relationships are, but it is especially the case in connections with the lover, okay? That you are really able to, and excuse me if I start burping, this is happening a lot when I'm channeling very clearly, okay? So it's happening now. But this is especially the case that you are able to really see yourself and you're not self-theme when you are in relationship with a romantic partner. And I know you know what I'm talking about. I know you've been able to identify this thing, and I think your human design, not self-theme, is going to affirm that for you and support you. Okay. So I heard, when it rains, it pours, and you gloat. Why can't it be like it was? I heard this like whiny voice saying, why can't it just be like it was? And then I was pointed to the fact that that is the gloating in itself. You know, you may hear gloat and you think someone who is vain or who is like cocky or kind of self-righteous, you know, and like thinking they're the best of the best and like flaunting that. Yeah, sure. But gloating can also be dwelling actually on an experience that is in the past that has clearly, you know, really impacted you, influenced you in some way, whether it was good or bad, challenging or supporting, you know, you can gloat on it. And in this case, there is a gloating on the emotions that have come, that have surfaced. And not even necessarily that you're gloating on the emotions, because I have a very strong feeling right now that you have not allowed yourself to go actually into the depths of the origins, the root of these emotions. Why did that hurt so much? Why was that so disappointing, really? And that it is not about the other person or other people, but there is a root. There is a root that I think I'm getting it here. I'm looking at the roots of this plant. My eyes are coming to that, and that it has actually been dug up for you. I think it's been right in your face. But you've chosen the path of fear instead of love. You've chosen to abandon loving yourself through it all, through everything that you have experienced, from young to adult. You've chosen to be afraid to really look, because maybe you're afraid that it's just going to happen again, like that it's just always going to be what it was. It's always just going to be like this. But then there are also things where I think the gloating here, like when I heard this whiny voice saying, why can't it be like it was, is that, you know, maybe you had this, I'm hearing Honeymoon by Ariana Grande, Honeymoon Avenue. Can we go back to the way it was when we were on Honeymoon Avenue? She's a Cancer. Yeah. And yeah, you know, maybe you had this honeymoon phase. Maybe you've really been diving headfirst into the honeymoon phase of relationships, and I'm hearing lost in the sauce, drowning in that, in the depths of that, but not what it reveals to you about you. And then I heard poached, dry, thirsty, exaggeration of your downfall. I heard then you try to gather all of the pieces, droplets, and make something of it again, but it's expired. That timeline is over, complete. And then I heard Save Your Tears by The Weeknd. I don't really know that song, but I've heard this part where he says, save your tears for another day. That's all I know. And right after that, I heard clean up the spilled milk and get yourself a new glass. Pour yourself another glass of milk. Clean it up, honey. I'm hearing nobody is going to clean it up for you. The milk's been spilled, I'm hearing. It's been dried up. Okay, there's the dry. Interesting. It's been dried up. And you've been pointing at the spilled milk on the floor that's nice and crispy and crusty and dried up now. Instead of cleaning it up and pouring yourself another glass because you're parched. Like I said, you're thirsty. And now I'm hearing milk and honey. Okay, milk and honey is like this, it's this saying, there's this saying and this energy of like life can be milk and honey. Life is milk and honey. You have to be able to recognize the milk and honey of it. Make it milk and honey yourself. Sweet milk, not sour milk, I'm hearing. Sweet milk, not sour milk. Milk with honey. Okay? Then I heard the song Mad by Solange. And then I heard How You Gonna Be Mad on Vacation, which is from Knock You Down by Carrie Hilson and Kanye West. And then that vacation, I'm hearing this milk and honey again. It's like, I think Cancer, actually, you're quite blessed. I think Cancer, you've actually experienced a lot of beauty in your life. You experience miracles. I know it. I think you're a sign that experiences a lot of miracles, and maybe you've just gotten so used to them that you kind of take them for granted. You kind of take them for granted. And you don't recognize them anymore as miracles. You don't see it. The milk and the honey, the beauty. And then I got it very strongly, wrapping up the channeled message here, that, yeah, disappointment in love for some of you. And then I heard a marriage or proposal, like a proposal that didn't happen, that was going to happen, or you wanted it to happen but it didn't. You thought it was leading up to that, or there was a proposal but the marriage didn't happen, wedding called off. I'm hearing something like that. Interesting, for some of you, I'm hearing the day of. And then I heard Flowers by Miley Cyrus. I can buy myself flowers. What'd she say? Write my name in the sand. I don't know the next line, but something about I can hold my own hand. I can take myself dancing. That's what she says. I can hold my own hand. Yeah, I can love me better than you can. I can love me better. Yeah, actually you can, honey. And understand something here. Don't blame the other person. No matter how much they disappoint you, no matter if they really did something that was wretched, come back to seeing yourself in that situation and the way in which you attracted it. Because like I said, I think for a while you've abandoned loving yourself. And that's been a part of your attraction method of partners, unintentionally or intentionally.